How you doing? I want to take a minute just to explain the electrical system on the van. So there's kind of two halves of the electrical system, the 110 side and the 12 volt side. So on the 12 volt side, it all starts with this main 12 volt. So what that does is actually turn a big relay on and turns the batteries on. So now the 12 volt system is on. At that point, you can actually go through and see your battery voltage. You can see your fresh water, gray water, and then black water tanks are all visible right here. All right, the other side of it is the 110 side. So the van has an inverter. So when the van is plugged in, the inverter acts like a charger. All right, and it also passes through 110 power. When the van is not plugged in, you have to turn this on, and this, you'll hear the inverter come on. It's coming on with a little beep, and then it'll actually supply 110 power for the rest of the van. So when it says shore power, you would turn this on, and this is actually for the shore power and the inverter both. This is the main incoming 110 line coming in. This breaker here powers the rest of these. Now there's only a couple things that are on the 110 side: the refrigerator and the piezo. The refrigerator I use on 12 volt. It also has a 12 volt side on it as well, right here. And I predominantly use the 12 volt. The 110 is really not necessary. It works excellent on the 12 volt side. The piezo is just the little igniter, and then the air conditioner. You can't run the air conditioner very long on the battery power. There's just simply not enough battery, so you really need to be plugged in to run the AC side. On the 110 side, I have a breaker for an awning. I haven't installed that yet. Might be something we want to do in the future. And cabin lights, water heater. This is your water pressure, refrigerator, which again I usually use on 12 volt, macerator, and head system. Other things that are on all the time is the tank monitor, which is this. It just has a fuse. We have a CO detector, a thermostat, which is here, is fused. 12 volt receptacles in the van are fused, and the fan, which is right back here, is also on a breaker. And then the sump. So when I say sump, similar to a boat, I have a sump down here where the tank, where the water system, the sink drains into the sump and it pumps it into the tank. Again, it's kind of a safety factor, not really necessary, but it's a nice feature to have. You never have a backup in your sink. Okay, I think that pretty well concludes the electrical section.